Just got done wrapping up the Fire Range podcast. We had Bungie on there, Kevin Yanis and Eric Smith, and it was amazing talking about the design philosophies behind all the ability changes coming up. And there's going to be a link down to the Twitch VOD, so you guys can check it out on the other platforms, YouTube and Spotify and all the different podcast formats is going to be probably this weekend. But it got me thinking. It started a couple days ago, and I just passively talked about a website and a party, and someone asked me, what's that? So I told them about it, and then I decided, well, I'm just going to ask 5 random people, and they were Twitter followers. One was a YouTube comment, and I said, I need you to be very honest with me. Have you ever heard of this and this? And, it's okay if you don't, but 1 out of the 5 was the only one that knew. So it leads me to believe that a lot of people don't know. So I want to talk about a couple websites that I use that is very beneficial to your build crafting, especially with abilities being changed and what we want to do with those abilities and your overall armor with builds. They're going to be very beneficial. The first website is going to be d2armorpicker.com, and it's such an amazing website. I feel it's near essential, especially with build crafting, because what it does, it takes all of your armor from your vault, even the ones that you haven't even checked on in a long time. Like, I know some of you out there, maybe you got like a nice 65, 66, 67 stat chest piece or legs, but the stat splits were kind of weird. Maybe it had like 30 strength, and at that time, you didn't have anything to build around, but with the ability changes coming, you might find that useful. It takes everything from your vault, it takes everything from your postmaster, and puts it into these equations. So you set up your search terms. Like, I'm going to be running Powerful Friends, Radiant Light. We also have some fragments here with Conduction, Durance, Shards, getting some +10s. Like, basically, let's see what we can make happen. Let's go to Whisper of Chains. We can have 4 going. And right here in these 2 tabs, if I had a 4-time tier 10, it would tell me, but let's go ahead and check this out and click this. Like, what do I want? Let's go ahead and do definitely recovery. Right there. It's going to tell me exactly what can do a tier 10 resilience recovering strength. I just randomly picked one. But you're going to click on it. And actually, there's a white piece there because it has a high stats in these 2. It's a blue armor piece. But let's do the chromatic fire. Okay, when you get here, it tells you what the item is and what you need to do. So I need to masterwork the following items. The chromatic fire, I don't have it masterworked. I'm gonna need 2 major resilience, 2 major recovery, 1 strength. It tells you how to make the build, but that's just the tier 3. Let's go ahead and clear it out. Let's do something that's popular. Let's do the stag. And I'm not gonna be on stasis, I'm gonna be on arc, let's say. Powerful Friends, Radiant Light. So how do I want to build this out? Well, I'm on a warlock, I want high recovery. Okay, do I want, so another thing, what it does is once you pick a stat with your available armor for this piece that you have, it'll take away stats of your min-max. Okay, I can still achieve tier 10 intellect. Well, when I do that, other things are gonna push down. So between these 2, let's do a higher melee than, let's say my melee cooldown's faster than my grenade, so I wanna get it even more. Well, when I do that, it kicks it down even more. And you would go back, let's take that off. Let's try it with the grenade. So I can do 5 and 4. So kind of level out. But basically, in the end, what it does, this is my stat split. These are the pieces that make it happen, and this is what I need to put on it. And I bring this up because, again, let's go to the Hunter. Young Ahamkara's Spine. Let's go ahead and clear this out. All of my available builds for it. So I want high discipline. And with the spines that I have, I don't have, there's 351 combinations. I don't have enough to get tier 10, so we have to use tier 9 for my mobility, my dodge on my Hunter. Then everything kind of starts trickling down. Well, I want the recovery next. Okay, so my spine build isn't looking too good. So you can kind of see where you are with the exotic that you have. And this actually might be a base piece, right? But in the end, it'll tell you exactly what you need to do, where you need to put them. And obviously, like when I have Powerful Friends Radiant Light, it's always going to put in an arc piece. That means my class item is going to have to be arc as well to have that second arc piece. Very, very good website. I can't imagine some things that weren't very strong becoming strong, vice versa. Like even Shinobus, you're probably going to be able to make them work, but not too well. My favorite ones, like the Prometheum Spurs, let me go ahead and clear this out. I do 100 recovery, 100 intellect, and I can still get fairly high stats. Like even if you want to level them out a little bit, let's do 4, and then high mobility on it. There's so many cool things you can do, but it's with your stuff, with your armor. And Real quick, also, Majago, I'm going to put the Twitter link down. Tell them thank you. It's a really useful tool that we have. And I'm not sure on the next website, but let's go ahead and get into it. The next website is going to be D2 Gunsmith. And, there's light.gg. There's a whole bunch of companion apps, Dim, things like that. But with this particular one, I wanted to highlight it because I think it is one of the best websites for Destiny, especially if you really like getting into the intricacies of what you can do with a particular weapon. So let's do Palindrome. And, I've tested all the ranges and they are spot on. Everything in this, how it's set up, is spot on. It tells you the base range, 29.26 when aiming down sights, 21 from the hip. And okay, let's go and add on a range masterwork. That gives it to 30. Let's do ricochet rounds. Let's do full bore. Let's do, we'll find it, adept range. Found it. So this is going full force, 34.01. Well, let's add rangefinder. Well, we have a percentage. It tells you 10% increases zoom when ADS and 5% fast projectile. So we do have that percentage, 37.41, 37.5 meters. And again, every single perk, if you wanted to know it, let's go ahead and find one that has a big perk pool, like punching out. That's going to be the next video. It's going to be versus Fool's Remedy. Huge perk pool. Well, if you want to know the bonuses for Elemental Capacitor, 43, 45, 18, and 12. Swashbuckler, all the stacks at times 1 to 5. So you can get a weapon, especially when the UI is updated. It's going to be in here. And then you can start playing around with min-max ranges of what you want for your particular weapon and what it's going to do to things like recoil direction. So with this, let's go ahead and put on Arrowhead Break. It's 100. It's vertical, and it shows you that it's going to be vertical. Tremendous website. If you haven't used it yet, I highly recommend that you do. It gives you a good feel on where you want to go with these perks and combining them, and you can play around with them to try to find something unique and something just for your playstyle and your build. But quick video, I just wanted to show those two things because someone never heard of D2 Armor Picker, and it's so useful. Use that. And also, we do have a holiday coming up here in America. If you guys are traveling, be safe. Be nice to each other. I hope you guys have a good holiday. And for this channel, Friday we have Punching Out versus Fool's Remedy. Then I have a video on Harmony the following week. And then we're going to go into the new content in December. And again, there's that podcast down below. Check that out, man. That was so fun. It was really, really fun hearing how they're building this foundation of our abilities going into the future. It's a great one. And oh yeah, I got a brand new mic, new XLR. So new audio setup. I'm still fine tuning it. I hope you guys like it. But again, have a good day, have a good rest of your week, have a good holiday. See you on into the new sandbox. Thank you for watching, and until the next one, I am CoolGuy.